What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Just, back in another video. This is your one-stop shop for anime and manga. Let's get into it. What's up, y'all? I want to start by saying thank you to everyone for subscribing. If you're new here, you like my content, you like what I'm doing, consider subscribing, leaving a like, hit the bell so post another video. Also follow me on Twitter. Links will be in the description. What's up, y'all? Hope you're having a good day. Today we are going to be looking at different manga series that I really need to start collecting. These are just going to be a few series that I really just want to add to my collection. And basically for like one reason or another, I really haven't added these yet. And these are just some things that I got my eye on. And I really just want to get these series, but because the way my budget's set up, because the way my ongoing set up, I can't really afford to get everything that I really want to get just like in one shot. As I noticed, I haven't really done ever like a crazy 100 volume manga haul or anything like that, because right now we doing what we gotta do here. We just gotta keep the channel growing, and these are a few series I just want to put y'all on to let y'all know that I am looking out for, and maybe even put y'all on, maybe y'all want to start collecting these series. So let's get into it. The first series I want to start collecting is Haikyuu, and honestly Haikyuu is by far my favorite sports series that I've read so far. Right now Blue Lock is really catching up there. Thank you to my boy Michael. Shout out to you, because you actually put me back onto Blue Lock. I sold the anime. I was thinking about reading the manga, but because of you told me, start picking it up. I decided to pick it up again and just start reading the manga online. And honestly, Blue Lock is amazing. But besides the point, Haikyuu is so far as my favorite just sports series in general. I think that was just the pinnacle of what I've read in terms of like different types of sports series. Honestly, the story from beginning to end is just beautiful. I love the progression of it, and especially now that Haikyuu's gonna come out, I think with the movie that's gonna animate like the last like arc or two, incredible. The reason I haven't really picked up Haikyuu yet is because I think it's like 45 volumes. That's a real big commitment. I don't remember if they have a box set. One of y'all down in the comments, let me know. I'm trying to remember if Haikyuu had a box set. I don't think it does, or if it does, it's only like the first 20, like a My Hero Academia. But I think that's why I haven't collected it yet. All I know is that there's 45 volumes. That's a little too much right now, when I still have a whole bunch of other series that I really want to get into. Because what I do is I collect series little by little, and eventually I'll get the end. And right now with 45 volumes, I just can't do that right now, because I got things like Zom 100, I got things like Candy and Cigarettes, I got Parasite, Soul Eater, I got all these different series. I can't just stop and get Haikyuu, unfortunately. The next one I want to talk about is actually the series that got me into reading manga, I guess you could say, and that's Seven Deadly Sins. Now, I started out by watching the Seven Deadly Sins anime. I started when it was originally airing, so I saw, I think it was season 2 when that was airing like weekly back when I was in high school. And because of the way season 2 ended, I think it just announced like the 10 Commandments. I had to find out like who these 10 Commandments were. I had to find out what was going on. Now, a lot of y'all know the series that actually started me collecting manga was Death Note. I read Death Note after watching it, because Death Note is my favorite anime. But after reading Death Note, after reading Bakuman, I really got into manga collecting. When I read Seven Deadly Sins, I never read manga a day in my life. I just had to find out what was going to happen next. So I picked up Seven Deadly Sins, I read it, and then that was it. I didn't read manga again for like 4 or 5 years, because I just wanted to know what was going to happen with Seven Deadly Sins. I didn't really get into the actual hobby of manga reading or manga collecting. So because of that, Seven Deadly Sins does hold a very special place in my heart, because it was just, for whatever reason, that's the one anime series that I had to find out what was going to happen next. I could not wait to find out who the 10 Commandments are or the next season. I just had to pick it up. I had to read it, and I ended up finishing Seven Deadly Sins. And then the craziness animation of seasons 3 and 4 came out, but we don't discuss that. That's for another topic. The next series, I think, is going to be a little bit controversial, just because for whatever reason, I know a lot of people do not like this series, and that's Sword Art Online. Like, a lot of people really just don't like it. I can see why. It's not the best series I've ever watched. Maybe I just saw it at the right time. I think I was maybe in high school when I first saw Sword Art Online. I don't remember exactly when. maybe like I said, maybe it's the gamer in me, but it just hit. It hit different. Like I've always wanted to go into like a virtual world like that. When I first saw Sword Art Online, I did not realize it was an isekai. I really wasn't really that big into anime and manga yet. But like I said, a lot of people, they don't really like this series for a whole bunch of different reasons. They can list them off. I don't really know why. But for me personally, it's honestly like up there with my top 5 animes just because I have so much nostalgia for it. And I really want to start collecting the manga because I want that series. Like, I want that love that I watched when I was watching Sword Art Online. And also, I think the manga goes a little bit further than the anime has. I think, because I know Sword Art Online originally started as a light novel, so as a whole mess there. But the reason I haven't picked up Sword Art Online is because I think that one, it's a little long as well. It's like technically like another like maybe 30-40 volumes, but it's split up into all the different arcs. You got the Aincrad arc, you got the what's it called? ALO arc, you have the GGO arc, you have Alicization, you have all this other stuff, and that's just a lot to really get into right now, especially the way my collection is set up. I don't really have, first of all, the space, because I think most of those volumes, if I'm not mistaken, they like 2-in-1s or 3-in-1s. They're pretty thick volumes, and on top of that, I saw the artwork for the original Aincrad arc. That's not it. That's not who I know as Kirito. That's not who I know as Asuna. That was not it. I think they are going to be re-releasing like the first arc of Sword Art Online in terms of the manga, and they're going to redo the artwork so that it looks like the way the anime was. Because after the Aincrad arc, everything goes back to normal. Everything looks more or less how the anime looked. I think they are going to remake like the first arc of Sword Art Online. Y'all can correct me if I'm wrong. I think I saw somewhere where they said that. But Sword Art Online, it just holds another very special place in my heart, and I really need to start collecting it. I will eventually, but as of right now, I want to fully see the entire series. Maybe, hopefully, they get a box set. I don't even, honestly, who's printing it? I don't even know who's printing it. I think it's Kodansha, but I might be completely off. Y'all just let me know. Next one I want to talk about is like a 2-for-1 because we have Secret and we have Judge. Now, if y'all see my channel, y'all know how much I really am just dying to not only collect this series, but I need to read it. I always say that every video at this point, but I do need to read that series. And I just fell in love. I read Doubt and I read Dead Company. Completely fell in love with like the story. I just love the types of death games. I love everything about it. I believe Judge and Secret are in the same world, but like I think they're different death games. I may be completely off, but I really don't know too much about the two series. I'm really going into it blind. The only thing I know is that both those series are out of print, and that's why I haven't been collecting it. I'm not going to spend $30, $40, $50 for one volume, and then on top of that, it's not even in perfect condition. Maybe if they were just like mint condition, I could probably justify maybe $20 for a volume. Now I'm lying. Justify $35, $40 for a volume if it was like pristine mint condition, it was out of print. Because obviously y'all see, I bought Erased, I bought Full Metal Alchemist, I bought Parasite. So I don't mind spending $25 to $30 on a volume of manga if it's pristine, if it's brand new, and things like that. But because Judge and Secret are so out of print, you honestly can't find them in the best condition. If I'm being completely honest, they're either yellowed out or the covers are all types of messed up, which, yeah, it goes good with the aspect, but I mean, I like nice things. I like to try to keep my manga collection as nice as possible. If I have like a messed up volume here and there, I don't mind it too much because I know I'm going to take good care of it, but I'm not trying to get those messed up volumes to begin with, if y'all know what I'm saying. Next up, we have what's honestly probably going to end up in my collection definitely by the end of this year, and that's Call of the Night. Y'all know how much I just fell in love with Call of the Night. At the time of this video, I think Call of the Night ended about a month ago. The last chapter was released. It was an incredible ride. I discovered Call of the Night just from just reading it because I wanted to try a new series on the Viz Manga app. And that series just took me by storm. It easily jumped up my list. And it is the third favorite manga I've ever read. I mean, Call of the Night is just a unique, different story. And the reason I haven't picked it up is because I think the series is still technically ongoing. Like, the volumes are still coming out. I don't think the final volume has come out yet for Call of the Night. So either when it's getting more towards the ending, I think it's going to be 20 volumes. When it gets more towards the ending where it's not really an ongoing series, I'm going to probably most likely pick up Call of the Night. I'm definitely going to pick up at least maybe 5 to 10 volumes before the year ends. That's definitely going to be on my mission. So I'm definitely going to do that. And y'all know how much I love Call of the Night. I even did a whole video about it. But honestly, if y'all take away anything from this video, definitely just pick up Call of the Night. I think that's probably one of the better series that's come out in a very, very long time. The last series I want to talk about is a series that easily became my favorite isekai, and I don't think that's crazy to say because from what I've heard, a lot of people would think this is like the most amazing isekai there is, and that's Jobless Reincarnation. So with Jobless Reincarnation, I think it's about 25 volumes around there, and I think that one is still like either ongoing or like the last volume like just came out or maybe it's about to come out or been announced, something like that. Now this is another one that hopefully by the end of the year, I got a couple volumes in my collection. It's not as definite as Call of the Night. Definitely, I'm getting Call of the Night within like probably the next 3-4 months. Jobless Reincarnation, I'm gonna try my best to get it within like this next year. But I am looking out for that one right now because that easily just became my favorite isekai. That along with World's Finest Assassin. But I don't know what happened with World's Finest Assassin. I need to find out if that thing got canceled because the 5th volume dropped like last year and hasn't come out again. So I need to see what's going on with that, but that's besides the point. Jobless Reincarnation is by far probably the better isekai. Anyone, if you ask anyone who just enjoys isekai, who enjoys anime in general, they're more than likely going to say, even if they don't like isekai, they're going to say good things about Jobless Reincarnation because it is just that good. And I think now the anime is coming out with its 3rd season, or maybe core, whatever the hell it is at this point. And I just can't wait. I think that's coming out for what? The spring season of anime. So that's, y'all know I'm going to watch that. But definitely I'm going to try and pick up Jobless Reincarnation. At least a couple volumes within the next, at least this year. So that's the last series that I'm really just like looking forward to because I need to have it in my collection. So those are some series that I really want to add to my collection. But because of basically circumstances and because of price or just like the number of volumes, I really can't justify getting it as of right now. I do have a couple like honorable mentions. But these are more just like box sets, like, you know, things like the Promised Neverland box set, Naruto, Bleach. These different series, you know, I'm gonna get them eventually because they come in box sets. But you know, them box sets, especially now, I think Viz raised their prices, so I think a normal box set is like $220 now, when normally you could find a box set for like $100, depending on the how many volumes, maybe like 110, 120, maybe. I think the lowest I've seen, like Bleach and Naruto, is like $150 for a box set, which obviously is an amazing, amazing price. But right now, you know, okay, I drop $150 on the box set, and then I drop another 120, 30, 40, 50 on my manga haul. I can't be doing that. I'm going broke. So those are just a couple honorable mentions that I have because they come in box sets. So I know eventually I'm going to get them, and the boxes are always going to be in print more or less. Like I said, because of my situation, because of my wallet, because of all these different factors, I got my eye on all these different series. I really, really, really want to add them to my collection because y'all know how much I love this hobby. But right now, I just got to go at my own pace. I can't go at no one else's. I got to take my time. But eventually, I'm going to look back at probably like this video and like, damn, I remember when I couldn't get these series. So I really hope I get there one day. And I'm super, super excited to just continue this hobby. So those were the different manga series that I want to add to my collection. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you made it this far, thank you so much. If you're new here and you like my content, you like what I'm doing, consider subscribing, leaving a like, hit the bell so I post another video. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter. Links will be in the description. This is your boy Just. I'm off this.